What's going on, everybody? This is Conrad over at TNT Tuning LLC, and today we are working on a 2013 Yamaha R1. Okay, she just came into the shop. Man, you know, the owner told us that he was moving this thing on the trailer without the trailer actually tied down to a truck. And man, apparently this thing took a spill without the straps being right, one thing or another. But man, I'm noticing a little more damage than just a trailer fall on this thing. If you look, you can see that the front stay brackets for the windshield are gone. Now, don't worry, I mean, you're gonna see a lot of cosmetic issues on this, but we've got this fella hooked up with a whole new box of fairings, so everything's gonna look fresh and right. I know you saw the windshield's missing, so this whole box of goodies is gonna be put on there. We'll be doing an Akrapovic slip-on exhaust system. Obviously, I don't know if you guys see it, but when I start this thing up in a minute, you'll hear it. It's a stock system on this bad boy, so that's something we're going to be changing out. Along with that new exhaust system, we're also going to be doing a full dyno tune on this thing, so custom mapping. That's everything that we do here at TNT Tuning LLC. Obviously, y'all see we're in a bit of a hole in the wall in Carthage, Tennessee, a little bit outside of Lebanon and Nashville, but you know, we're just as loud over this way, guys. So let's get started on this bad boy, see what we can do today. So looking this thing over, you know, damage is pretty minimal. Now, I know I told y'all that story about this guy who had it on the trailer and it fell over somehow because the straps weren't right or one thing or another, but man, this thing must have took a heck of a tumble. Now, the good thing is I've got a new front stay bracket, we've got new fairings, literally all the goodies, and honestly, everything else looks pretty straight. I mean, you know, she's a little dirty. She might have been outside for a little while, but overall, you know, your lights look good, not cracked or anything like that. The dash is still really nice, still pretty, all that good stuff. Minor scratches on the tank, but I don't think that's anything obviously too much to worry about. You know, hopefully biggest thing is going to be none of the clips down here for the new fairings are broken. Hopefully we've got all our old bracket pieces like these right here. That would really be nice. We are also going to be installing a fresh set of sprockets on this bad boy. You know, honestly, there's nothing wrong with the OEM that's on it right now, but you know, who doesn't love getting it fresh and done up? And you know, 22,000 miles on the old original sprockets, I'm sure they wouldn't mind being changed out. So other than that, that's pretty much the extent of the work. We will be getting underneath the tank, changing out the air filter, but you know, that's kind of a regular maintain the bike job, so we'll be doing that here shortly. But other than that, we're about to start wrenching away on this thing, guys. Let's get to it. Got us a DNA high performance air filter throwing onto this R1. This thing should sound real good, breathe real nice once she's got some clean air going through her. Y'all can see how kind of dirty this old air filter was. She's been put through the ringer, probably not the whole 20,000 miles on it, might have been changed once or twice, but you know, goodness gracious, nothing looks as fresh as, oh yeah. All right, guys, so since we are dyno tuning this thing, one thing we found is that there's the pair valve right here that's going up to the air box. That thing is gonna have to be blocked off. That's just what we need to get an efficient reading on the dyno. So right now there's just a couple steps we got to get through. One's gonna be taking this top into the air box, pretty simple. There's our connector right here in the back, and then also taking this piece off as well. Shouldn't take us very long, but we'll get to rolling and see what we can get through there. And then we've got this little pin connector right here as well. pretty easy to take off. We're just gonna pull that up, slide this out, and now everything's pretty much disconnected the way we need it to be. So there we go. Sweet. We're gonna put it over here with all the other goodies. All right, guys, taking off these velocity stacks so we can get to that pair valve back there. Now these plastic clips are very fragile, so if you're ever in here taking apart everything, you want to make sure you are as careful as possible. Goodness gracious, we all know how delicate these bikes are, man. So I'm not sure if you guys could see during that whole process, but obviously there were a lot of little nooks and crannies that we were diving into. And Yamaha, man, they have an interesting air duct system. I mean, we're going from the air box all the way back here. There's an intake through the front fairing. So figuring out how that whole routed up and then what's on the bottom end of it as far as coming off, you do have to get a 5mm and actually an Allen key and take all these points out to get your velocity stacks off. And that way we're actually down in here. So actually about to take this pair valve off, or at least go ahead and block it off. That way we can get efficient with our dyno tune reading, and then we can get the stuff and all this stuff back in, because man, hard plastic, man, they don't bend too well, or at all. But either way, we'll figure it out. We'll get back in here and hopefully get to button things up here shortly. Dielectric grease that we're rubbing on the boots. That way we can slake these things back in without it being as hard as it was to get them out.
You want to have that all the way down. You
Feel
know
that
what I mean?
little extra pop when you push down?
Yes. Let me put the stacks on. Tightening the bolts, cross vise, and from the inside to the outside.
Understood. on, everybody? Welcome back to day 2 of working on our 2013 Yamaha R1. Yesterday we got finished up with our airbox, got a new filter in there, got our spark plugs checked. Today's going to be a mainly rear day. We're working on switching out our stock exhaust system for the new Republic one that we got. We'll only be going down to the mid pipe, but that does mean that we'll be taking off our rear sets here at the back, having to take off the reservoir and the brake caliper. Should be a pretty straightforward job, but overall we just want to make sure it goes nice and smooth, so one thing at a time as always. Other than that, we might go ahead and start slapping on some of the other fairings today. We'll just see how far we get. I'd like to tackle that nose just to see the front end, especially with the new windscreen on it. It's gonna look nice, but other than that, we'll get to rocking and rolling right away, and yeah, go from there. Thank you for loosening that up already. I really appreciate it, because getting in that would have sucked. You're a real one. Time to open the goodies. Who doesn't love taking new parts out of the lab? I mean, it's got to be one of the best feelings in the world. A little older system, okay. Yeah. A little damage, but overall, man, this is gonna look really clean. We'll shine it up a little bit once we get the thing installed, and yeah, I bet this carbon fiber will look great. So this is gonna be, oh yeah, guys, that's about to look sick on this thing. Our new tailpiece we'll be throwing onto the bike, man. Nice matte black, that looks pretty good. Guys, we got our exhaust system all buttoned up on this R1. She is looking nice and pretty. That carbon fiber is looking good. We also went ahead and got that black new tail cover on, so everything's all buttoned up in the back. Next thing we're going to be doing on here is actually changing out our sprockets. So we'll be taking out our shifter right here with all the links and the bolts, take this cover off, go ahead and loosen up our sprocket before taking off chain or anything else, because it is a lot harder to do when that front sprocket is sprinting. Ask me how I know. Either way, we're gonna get to that, and let's rock and roll. Alright guys, we got our rear sprocket on, brand new DID 530 chain, brand new front sprocket. That thing looks so much cleaner, and it's still got teeth left on it. That old one had been used the whole time, you could tell. So we're gonna be riding a whole lot fresher here in no time. Hey everybody, welcome to day 3 of working on our 2013 Yamaha R1. Today we are going to be working on getting everything prepped for the dyno. Unfortunately, we are still waiting on our cable to get shipped in so that we can access everything to the ECU, start talking to the computer, tell it what we want it to do. But for what we've got set up today, we are going to be taking that front stay bracket off, what I've shown y'all last time at the beginning of the video. Man, it's been a long time coming, but I'm ready to see it happen. We did go ahead and get that front brake fluid reservoir flushed out, so everything's clean in there finally. I know y'all saw the gook in the rear one. It was the same way in the front one, man. And yeah, so we've got everything put together, ready to rock and roll. Now I think we'll be getting at least throw on that front fairing. We are going to leave the side cowls off for the meantime. It just helps the bike get better air while we're on the dyno, making sure it's nice and cool. So other than that, man, let's get to rocking and rolling. Another day at it. Let's go. Opening up our new zero gravity windshield. Y'all know I've been excited to throw this thing on. We finally got our new front stay bracket on. We forgot a pesky little bolt that goes right here before putting that bracket on, so it came back off, got tightened back up. But yeah, this smoke screen from Zero Gravity, yeah, that's gonna do real nice on this. Let's get to it. Got us a new Vortex frame slider kit for this Yamaha. Hopefully it doesn't take a spill again, never have to use these, but they'll sure look nice on the bike. Yeah, let's get these thrown on. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to day 4, and it's gonna be the day we've all been waiting for. We're dyno tuning the R1 today, baby. Let's go. Yeah, we've got this thing all hooked up, ready to rock and roll. Obviously, all the work we've already done is making sure this thing's nice and ready to go. We did drain out a little bit of oil from the bottom end just to make sure that it was nice and level. You know, you want to run it for about a good 5 minutes, let it sit for 2 or 3, check that oil level again, just make sure it's right in the middle where it's supposed to be. Everything's gonna run pretty smoothly, man. So we're just we're hooking everything up to our Woolick tuner, and then we're ready to rock. So let's get this thing screaming, see how much horsepower we can make today, guys. All right. On this R1 ended being right at 157, 59 horsepower, and 75.23 pounds of torque. So, man, we were hauling for sure. Now, we did think maybe the headers from the original system might be causing a little bit of power loss, but not too much. Overall, this thing is running really well. I'm sure y'all heard it sounds great. So, let's button up these fairings. Let's get this thing back and ready to go on the road. All right. All right, everybody, with that side buttoned up, that concludes our time on this 2013 Yamaha R1. Ended up doing a fine job with this thing, especially looking at the way it came in. Got our new zero gravity windshield on, brand new set of fairings from NT Fairings. The Vortex frame sliders, they look great. Did take some time to get fit to the NT fairings, and we did have to do a little bit of cutting, but luckily we got the vise on deck, so that was something we could take care of with a little bit of time and effort. Obviously, the big steal of the show is going to be those nice Acropovic exhaust system, and they were getting loud and rowdy on that dyno down there. We loved it. Making 157 horsepower. Definitely something to not be trifled with, man. I mean, this thing is going to be acting like a whole different animal. I wonder if the guy actually ever got to ride it before he got it over here. As far as I know, it was on the trailer, off the trailer, and over here, if you know what I mean. But he's going to be blown away with this thing, and I'm just so excited to hear some feedback. So if you guys like this video, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to our channel. My dad and I, Conrad Sr., we're going to take care of a bunch more bikes together. We got a lot more coming. And you know, other than that, if you'd like your bike featured on our channel and would like to get a dyno tune, would like to get some work done, Dad and I are happy to do it. Please reach out to us. We'll get your bike looking right and get it shined up and rocking and rolling on the road. All right. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody, if you enjoyed this video and you thought the one problem with it was my bike should be on this video, we can fix that. Please reach out to us. Me and Conrad Sr., we're happy to get your bike on the lift, get it torn apart, get everything the way it should be, even do a dyno tune, making sure it's as healthy as possible, shine it up, whatever you need done, we'll take care of it. Just holler at us and we're happy to do it.